walking on sand. So certainly the world was as unstable and as uncertain as perhaps we all felt it, 18 months, 2 years ago, when there was danger, and still is, and things were uncertain. And in those situations, I suppose you often, I think, look inside and try and, in your own life, work out what is valuable to you, what you care about, what you love, what is precious. And for me, looking back 50 years to a 9-year-old and his way of looking at this very difficult moment in the lives of my family and the lives of many people around us, there was a chance to maybe try and understand what was going on. I guess I wanted to shake hands with that 9-year-old boy, and I wanted to understand some of the things that my parents went through and that many families went through. I think the key thing that pushed me over the edge to write it was the belief that, just as you say, there might be many points of intersection for other people's experience of making big life changes, moving away, families maybe dividing away from what might be a larger family unit, if they're lucky enough to be in one, to a smaller one. And so the silence of the early lockdown sent me back there, and I listened very hard, and I wrote down what I heard.
And you decide to make a movie, and you have to cast essentially a younger version of yourself. And so I'm curious to know, before I go to Jude, what was that process like, and then why Jude?
Well, with every bit of the casting, and I was blessed with people that graced the film, you were trying to find people who met some of the basic kind of requirements, but who also would make it their own. Again, to open it up, so it didn't need to be a story only for me, otherwise I could write a notebook and keep it in the bottom drawer and not have to bore you all with it. So I wanted it to be something that went out there. So you needed personalities and talents that would do that. And Jude and Kieran, in fact, both are Irish dancers. So they've got that practice. They can river dance their way all the way up the steps here. They chose to. And there's something about the practice and the sort of resilience of that I thought was quite impressive with Jude. He was also patient with the process of finding a way through 300 other auditionees, and several layers of audition. And finally, I suppose what I really enjoyed was seeing a quality shared by Kieran and Jamie and the rest of the cast, that he was a great listener. Half of the performance of the character would be listening, us seeing him react to what goes on around him. So he could be very present and was ready, like the others, to improvise. And really the only problem, it was a big problem, was that the character in the film supports Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And I discovered it was almost a deal breaker that Jude supports Liverpool Football Club. And this became an issue, but we managed to, I talked to his agent, we resolved it.